Mike, what have you seen from Malkin here in the last few games, and do you feel like he's getting close to turning some of those chances into a goal?
Yeah, really, you look at scoring chance at the end of the game, and he was in on quite a few last night. And we talk about shots, but there was also like blocked shots and missed shots, and he's had a few of those. He still has to direct more pucks at the net for me he's a 3 or 4 shot guy a night, and that's what he has to be on a regular basis. But as far as handling the puck, getting in on chances, doing a good job in our zone, I think he's been progressing every single game. Probably game 2 was his best for sure, and then we'll see tomorrow night. You know, I looked at him yesterday in the skate. I thought he was really good, and I knew he was going to have a good game last night. And I thought at times he really showed it, but he's just on the verge of breaking through.
Mike, kind of along with that, with Perron, was anything said to him specifically? Because it looked like early on last night he was passing up some open looks, and then all of a sudden in the third period started to assert himself with shots.
Well, we always talk to David about his shot and using his shot because he gets in scoring opportunities. He's a smart player. He finds open ice, and he gets the scoring opportunities. He just has to use his shot. And at times last night he pump faked, waited that extra second, but later in the game, obviously we needed shots. We needed to create some action around the net. He was shooting the puck a lot more, and that's the way he has to play.
Mike, you guys have given up 2 goals off of line changes in this series. Is there anything that you sort of want to go back and tighten up?
Yeah, I think we always talk about changes throughout the course of the year because I'm a big believer smart changes can give you a chance. They put you in a position to defend or attack, and then they can also give up opportunities. And we gave up 2 opportunities last night. The goal, and there was another quick transition play that you got a scoring chance off of. And in the midst of changes, you've got to be set on one guy, your right defenseman and your right D, or your right forward and your right D. You've got to stay on the ice in the first period and the third. Hold that change so everybody can change. Make sure they hold their position. And then it's just changing hard and changing at the right time. A lot of times we talk about making sure you don't put the guy who's on the bench in a bad spot. So when he just shouldn't have to scramble to get on the ice. Don't put him in a bad position. Then you've changed at the right time.
Mike, you talked about your quantity of shots. Where is the line between simply just throwing the puck at the net just for the sake of getting shots and then kind of being a little bit too careful trying to set up the perfect shot?
Yeah, it's a fine line. I know last night we talked about shots a lot. Anytime you go through the first 10 minutes or 11 minutes of the first period and don't get a shot, but you look at our shot attempts last night, we had 35 shot attempts that were blocked or missed. Those are the ones we have to get 8 or 9 of those to the net for sure. You can't have 35 that are blocked or missed. And certainly some teams block a lot of shots, but that's far too many. And we had some early that were blocked or missed that could have given us some real momentum in that first 10 minutes. And then you miss them, and then obviously you're looking at the clock, you don't have any shots at the 10-minute mark. But this series, if you look at it, has been a low shot total for both teams in the first periods. It's been really, like, the shot totals have been low. Other than power play opportunities, 5-on-5 shot totals in the first period have been really low for both teams in the series.
Coach, just how steady do you feel that Marc-Andre has been back there the first 3 games of the series, especially playing behind a blue line that's missing, 3 key guys?
Right. Yeah, Flower's been good all year. He's been steady like that, and I just like the way he looks so calm in the playoff series so far. There's never been a situation, even on a power play or a surge with the crowd in New York, where Flower looks rattled or out of sorts. He's very calm, very poised. He's pushing 100 playoff games now. He should be calm and poised with that much playoff experience, and he's playing to it.
Mike, looked like you had Kunitz out with the top power play unit here today. Is that a move just to kind of create some comfort? Those guys have obviously had been on that together for quite some time.
Yeah, we have some flexibility in our power play because, during the course of the year, we've used some different looks in that top power play. So that gives you some flexibility, and that's what you need at this time of the year. You need flexibility as you move from game to game. And I thought our power play in Game 2, certainly it was our second unit that generated. I thought our top guys were doing some good things. Last night we really didn't like the look of our breakouts and how we were in the zone. But we will continue to maneuver that top unit around with Cooney in there or David in there. It gives us different looks with a right shot or a left shot.
Would you like to get your defense to be more involved in in the attack as they were more, it seemed to be, in the third period the next game?
For sure, supporting the attack and making good decisions as they jump up into the rush, and then also in the offensive zone, being active in the offensive zone. Because any time off the cycle, you want your defense to be involved, you want them to be active, for sure, and then it's just reading at the right moment.